Okay, so for those who don't know me, I'm Sofia. I'm 25 years old. I'm from Ubá, that is a small city in Minas Gerais, but I'm currently living in São Paulo. I work here and I'm a host here on TNT since August 2020. And I don't know, anyone is here for the first time or everyone knows how it works? Okay, so I believe everyone knows. Um, Today we are going to talk about homeless citizens. I'm going to share with you the questions that I made, but feel free to create your own questions and to don't follow all of them because it's a free conversation. So the only thing that is important is to feel comfortable to talk and to practice English. And I will divide you in the small rooms. Please choose a leader, present yourselves there, and enjoy the conversation. And when 10 minutes are left, I'm going to bring you all back here to talk with me. Okay, I'm going to create just one more room because we have only 10 people today. Okay. See you guys. If you have any doubts, please click in the button, ask for help, then I can try to help you or the people in your room. I'm sure they can help as well. Okay, bye. Okay, so let's start presenting ourselves, right? Please, Maria Eugenia, can you?
Yes, sure. So I'm Maria Eugenia, I'm 21 years old. I'm now in São Paulo, but I'm not from here. Just spending this pandemic times with my family, so I'm staying here, working from home and studying from home. So that's it. I like being
Thank
here
you.
almost every day. So I was yesterday, I was Monday, so almost every day.
Oh, I miss the time I was here every day. I miss a lot.
It's like it chatting with my friends, I come here and talk and talk and talk, so that's nice.
Yeah, it's incredible how we can create a good environment here, right? I really love it as well. Um, and you, Douglas, hello.
Hello, everybody. My name is Doug, but please call me Doug. I said about Maria Eugenia's famous from here. During this my days here, I saw in other sections.
Great.
I'm 26 years old. I'm passionate for projects and artificial intelligence. I love these areas of technology, and one thing about me, I like it to play the acoustic guitar. In
Oh,
my free time, during my free time, I I wrote, I sung, but more or less, I try.
great. That's great to have this hobbies nowadays that we are being so much time in front of the screen, So I really try to find new things to
Yes,
try, but I can't sing and I can't play anything at all.
yes. Uh,
I wish.
so one more thing. I from Guaratinguetá, smart, a town of São Paulo. Little town. É, town. Town is town. Assim, interior, I don't to say the better, because interior is the same town or city.
Yeah.
It's hard to talk about it.
Yeah,
If so, this is it about it.
thank you, Doug.
Thanks so much.
And you, Pablo, hello.
Hello guys. My name is Pablo. I'm from Belo Horizonte. He's so coach today too, and I am 22 years old. I am a software developer. I used to make apps, websites, and I am here for improve my English.
Great. I think we all are here for that, and it's a very good place to do that. Okay, so starting with the first question. In Brazil, more than 220,000 people are homeless. Who do you think are those people? Why did they end up in the streets? What do you think, though?
It's me.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. About the situations, so hard because we talk as another topics in other sessions during this week. For me, all kinds of people. And they are in the street, and they because the most people are depends of marketers, and about these informal jobs. About these informal jobs, the salary and conditional to supply a house, to supply a family, increasing in these points, and don't have any chance to give some money or to give another chance to give a job.
Yeah. And for you, Pablo?
Yes, I think they people imagine are normal people, and because some reason they had to live on the street because some addiction in drugs. I don't know, or that people don't have money to rent or buy a house and stay in this situation.
Yeah, I totally agree. And you, Maria?
So I think all kinds of people are in the street, and they end up, some because they were born in families doesn't that lives in poverty. Some lost their jobs during this pandemic, or during some changes in all our lives during this century. And I think maybe some end up there because of drugs, like Pablo said, maybe some family trouble. So I think all kinds of people and all kinds of problem made them end up there.
Yeah, it's so sad. And as we saw in the video, like we have nowadays, we have many more people going through this situation because many of the jobs were lost, and we are passing through a very difficult and sad situation in Brazil, in all of the world as well. But here we have already this scenario a lot of time, so the things are very bad here. And we also have a government that is not helping so much. So things just get worse and worse. And how do you think that, I think we have already answered this question, how we think the pandemic made this poverty situation even worse. I think it's because the end of the jobs, and people just can't, not just the end of the jobs, but I was thinking right now, and things are very expensive nowadays. You know, when we go to the supermarket, I can't believe the prices. It's so expensive, and it's not just in the supermarket. It's like everything. Everything is very expensive, right? It's awful. So I think we can go to the third one. And why do you think people who live in the street and ask for money are so judged? Have you ever talked with one of them? How did you feel? Pablo.
Two question. Second question.
Third question.
Third.
Yeah, I skipped the second one because we kind of answered it. Yeah.
I think because there is I don't know stereotype, you know, about these people. The majority of the people have a thought that these people in streets don't want to work or have issues with drugs, and this stereotype is inside of they minds, you know. I think this is the first problem.
Yeah, totally. And you, Maria?
So I totally agree with Pablo. I think they are judged about their situation, and some people don't think about them, like don't put their minds on I don't know if that's the expression, but think the way they are thinking in that situation, because they probably did not choose to be there, you know, like they are there because they have no other option. So I think some people don't think about this and maybe think, oh, they are there just because they don't want to go find some job, or you know, like think something different to do for living. So I think they're judging by these people. And I've talked with some people in the street, and I feel really bad because I wish I could do more for them. So we maybe can help them, like that time that the time we talked with them, just listened, but we cannot do like a large amount of things to help them. So I feel really bad about it.
Yeah, me too. And I think many people, like, it's not a bad thing to say, because I think we all feel very uncomfortable when people come to ask for money or come to talk to you, because we feel uncomfortable. It's we can't do anything about it, and sometimes it's the most important is that we have to try to think why the people are there, because they don't want to stay there. Of course, for me this is something very clear, but sometimes we just forget when we are uncomfortable, when people are asking for money or asking for us to buy something. And here in São Paulo, we walk from in the street, and everywhere there are people that they touch you and they ask for, like, they are in desespero. And we have to try to understand that the situation is very bad. And I can't believe what I would do if I was in their situation, right? So we have to try to be more empathic with those people, because it's a very unimaginable situation that they are
Yes.
living.
And I think it's pretty uncomfortable, but sometimes we gotta, like, it's uncomfortable because we are like kind of afraid of what they can do because they need to do, you know. I understand they do what they do because they need to do that, but I think sometimes we gotta think a little bit more about them. Maybe just listen to what they want to say and say, thank you, I cannot help you right now. I think they will feel like a little bit, you know, comfortable to know someone is look and seeing them there.
Yeah, as people, because most of the time they are just ignored. And it's very bad. Imagine you being ignored all the time. And what do you think? Oh, sorry, Igler. I saw you enter here a little late. How are you? Are you there? Igler? Okay. So, Douglas, what do you think about this point?
Okay. We talked recently. I agree, everybody. But in my opinion, I don't have power to judging these people, because almost time I don't know what's this necessity to do something to help you. And about it, these moments I think to listen and a best part of time, and sometimes I help because sometimes I can identify it. What is this? The money. What is this? Give a support about food, about money. Money is complicated because some because some people use it to pass, asking beyond the child, and it's so sad to using child to give someone, hey, chill, give some money, please. I need help to my family, and count a history, a big history of your life about it. And sometimes I identified that the most moments is to sustain a visual for the father, for another parent, for the another person. It's a hardly question to identify what's the best moment to help, because sometimes I learned that the best forms to do is to make a difference for someone if you feeling in your heart, and I listen and I can help if I can help, but I listen, and depends of the day. If so, it's so
Yeah,
hard. It's hard.
it's hard. It's a delicate situation. And what do you think the government could do right now to try to help those people? Because we know that they are like, they gave last year the auxílio emergencial, but now they are planning to do this. Actually, they are doing this again, but it's a very low amount of money, and I don't think this is barely enough to try. Actually, $200 reais. What this can buy nowadays? Like we go to the supermarket and we can. It's very difficult. Like very difficult situation, and I know it's hard even to the government, but I really believe that there are politics, I don't know how to say it, that should be done to change the situation. So what do you think about it, Maria?
So I think the first thing, thinking about an ideal world, would be the money go to the right place. Nowadays it doesn't happen, but I think that's the point.
Point.
Like
Yeah.
if I had to think about one thing that the government could do right now is make the money go to the right places and use that to help the people that really need, like maybe build shelters and helping the people that really need with the auxílio, because we know that some people that receive that doesn't really need, like the people that are living in the streets, they're in poverty. So I think the money should go to the right places, or if it doesn't go like to their to the hand to the people's hand, it should go to invest in things that would help them, like maybe building things or giving food directly. So I think maybe that could help.
Exactly. I totally agree. Oh my God, you said everything. And you, Douglas?
It's good points Maria talked. I agree totally with her. Então, so this topic, I think the government that need to help to manage the conditions to help people in poverty conditions, to invest the best farms, something that don't happen in public service, ONGs that we use that can help people in these states. This is it. This moment is passing on my mind.
Yeah, good. That's it. And you, Pablo?
I think the main problem is the rent houses, The rent is so expensive in Brazil, and I think the government should build popular houses, for people who don't have a home. And here in my city, for example, there are so many popular houses built by prefeitura, I think it's city house. These houses brings dignity as people's, and for people who suffer drugs, the government could help these people with treatment,
Exactly. Igler, are you there? Or just listening? It's okay if you're just listening. Don't worry. Okay. And think about what we could do as part of the society, like donations and trying to help in somehow. What do you think we can do to help, Douglas?
What do you think we can do to help those people? First time, open my mind, open my heart to help someone and identify that we are humans, and all of kinds of humans need someone. Identify the necessities of these people, and unlike to offer something that I do, if I can help to write a curriculum, to share some buy food, to involve another peoples that can help these peoples in a community, in churches and social wrongs, and another. I do that eventually when I can.
Great, no, very great. Pablo, I forgot who has already answered the question. Sorry.
No. And I think the easiest way to is with donations. You know, I make a donation for some people or some ONGs or serious churches. You know, and like the video of the father help a lot of the people.
Yeah.
I think this is the easiest way to help these people.
I agree. And you, Maria?
So I think right now, like for a fast result, we should help with what we have in our hands, sharing food, and if we can, like donating some basic things, you know, to help them live in this time, in this cold weather, maybe giving some blankets and stuff like this. But maybe in a long time, in long period of time, we should think about our choices and who are going to lead our city, and who are going to we are going to choose to, that will think about those people, you know, that will think about how they will help those people to get out of the situation.
Great, guys. And just one more data. In our country, more than 41% of the income is in the hands of only 10% of the population. Do you believe the government is doing everything it can to reduce the poverty and this huge inequality in Brazil? I think we also have started answering this question, but let's talk a little bit more about it. Douglas? No, not at all.
The silence talks for me about the government of this country, this nation. So the government try for me a little bit, because our tributes doesn't bad managers to manage, and I think so. The government try some form, but is not totally effective to resolve the poverty, because when government to do how more people's increasing this kind of situation.
Yeah, well, and you, Maria? What do you think?
So I think the government is not doing what they can do, but I think sometimes if the government even incentivizes few people to have the most part of the money, and that's it. I don't even have what to say, because I feel bad and sad when I think about it. But I do believe the government does not do what he or they could do.
I'm not gonna hide. I hate this government really bad. I think we are free here to disagree with each other, but I have to say that I hate Bolsonaro so much, and I can't stand him anymore. I think it's, for me, he's just making everything worse since the day one they start as president in Brazil. And I think there's a lot. I think I know it's very difficult to try to govern Brazil, but it's not impossible. And so many people has already done better than him. And it was never perfect, but we know that there's a lot of things that we can do, and especially sad everything that they should be doing, and he just I don't know. I think sometimes he just don't care, and it's very sad to see how we got into the situation because of a president.
He cares, but he just cares about the wealthy. I think wealthy, like rich people, you know,
Yeah,
the people that lives in
exactly,
poverty.
exactly.
He doesn't care. That's the point.
Oh gosh, very sad.
I'm sorry, guys, but I really feel bad because I get angry, you know, like so many things could be done in this situation. I know the pandemic makes things really hard, but we could do more, you know. But that's okay. Okay.
Much more. Yeah, we have to try to live day by day, and that's it. And how do you think this inequality reality impacts our life? Pablo, try to answer this question.
I don't answer the first question.
Number 7.
Oh no, I don't answer the last question.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Please answer the previous
Yes,
question.
I agree with you guys. I don't think so, too, because politics is made of priorities, you know, and I think the government's priorities are another's. I think the current government is more focused with market, you know, than for the next election, than help people. And the actual question 6, how does I think the inequality impact our lives not in a lot of situations, because when I saw one person in a bad situation in the streets using drugs, I feel so bad, you know, and the society just have lost with this. Yeah, is this.
Exactly. And you, Maria?
So I'm still thinking about the question before, but so I think the the biggest impact in I mean like not in my life, in your life, like what we see the most is like the violence, because those people need to do something to live. So I think they need to figure out how to eat this day, how to have lunch, how to have dinner. So maybe the violence, the result of all this is violence. But I think that maybe our systems, like education system, healthcare system, um, get a little overwhelmed about this, so it impacts bad in in our in our getting this support from the government.
Right. And you, Douglas?
Um, our lives, there's a big impact, and if we stop it to think about it, this condition other people's, if I don't know, if we don't need to pass about this situation, that because the stability at the moment that happened must time, from must time, and something that this is violence, um, healthy, education, the system doesn't matter the condition of those peoples. The government think he try, but isn't to I don't say in English não abrange todos. And this moment is to think I'm feeling bad, and if you hungry or to your mind for bad things, sad things, you can stop your lifestyle because I don't do that because this, I do that because of any another points. This is it.
Yeah, for me, violence is one of the biggest consequences of this inequality, because we can ask for people who are passing cold and hungry to be like conscious about everything they are doing. They are living in the streets, they are sleeping in the floor with rain and without eating, and we can ask so many things about of those people. And now changing a little bit the subject, do you have ever participated or are you participating of any initiative, social initiative nowadays, or have you ever participated of one of them, those social initiatives? Sorry guys, you understand. Anyone here?
I did. When college was like presential, not presential, but in the place,
Yeah.
I was part of an non-govern NOG, I think, non-govern NGO, yes, non-governmental organization, and my project focused on giving and helping people to get more conscious about the environment, their health, and their how they could eat better and live better in the condition they lived. We focused like in poor people that lives in poverty. So I felt those times, I still feel about it, really, really concerned, and I felt blessed too, because I have the conditions to live the way I like, the way I think it's a good way. But I felt good that I could pass my knowledge and what I could do to help them to live better. So it was both a good feeling and a bad feeling to see those situations, and trying to help a little bit about it. So it's a nice experience. If anyone hasn't ever participated of things like this, you should. It makes us change a lot.
Yeah, very good. And you, Douglas? Oh, you muted yourself now. You were muted.
And now.
Yeah.
And now.
Now it's
Okay. Sorry. I did in the past. I visit United organization, an organization, ONG, a ONG. It's always to talk. A ONG, and this ONG, had children need, and these children used to go in Saturdays, and during my activities I could to show about music, dance, sports, and this impact of my this kind of interaction was shock in my life, because I don't stop it to live. How can I to do something for someone in this conditional, special conditional, and the child is the children was the best experience, because I'm pedagogue, and this moment to create a value in my career to for another stage. And I don't have words. I recommend it to do and for us, because it's so special to I am better to be better with the people, with person, and this is it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. It's both sad and very fulfillment. Fulfillment. I don't know how to say it, but because we see so many people needing help, and we see that we can help the way we can, like even if it's just a little of your time, or you can help in a lot of ways. So it's very good when we realize that sometimes those people just need attention, and you can do that to them. And you, Pablo, have you ever?
Yes, I remember at beginning of the last week, I think before from pandemic, rained, a lot, so many in Belo Horizonte, and many people lost their homes with their documents, furniture, and food, principal food. And the people in my neighborhood help those peoples, and I can participate. Yes, I recommend it because I think this is a social obligation, help who need.
Yeah, it's very a change of life because it's it's yeah, I have no words to describe how is it. And I'm missing this opportunity to keep in touch with those people, like physically, because sometimes it's, yeah, we can't describe.
Yes, and I just want to say one thing, that the good thing about these social initiatives is that sometimes we don't know how we can help those people. And when we go help those social initiatives, we know how we can help. Like when we see someone in the street, we don't know what we can do to help them, or how we could make them feel better or make their lives better. And when we go to social initiatives, the people, they're there, they know what they wanna learn and what they wanna, and what we can, we know what we can do to them.
Yeah.
So it's both a good experience for us that can help them, and then a good experience for them that want to know what we can give them. So I think it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think you bring a very good point, that we can listen to those people and understand what they need, what they want, because sometimes we just guess and we don't ask, and we just like we think that we should do something, but they actually needs another thing, and it's good to be in contact with those people to understand. Hello guys, welcome back. How was the conversation in your room, Wanda?
In my room, it was a really good conversation, really good. And they'll have many things for share with us. Really good.
Great.
I enjoy, but I have a ton in my head now because
Yeah.
it's really hard, this subject, but it's a good conversation.
Yeah, it's hard, but we have to talk about those hard things
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah,
right?
I agree.
So, Endo, share something with us about this topic.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I had a kind of brainstorm, a kind of, oh my God, situation so bad, or I'm not talking about. But I'm talking that, sometimes we don't understand, the reason of those people, homeless. For example, we do it because we don't know the reality, of the situation. For example, what is living in a family without your father, what is living a family without your brother or mother, some parent murderer, for example, you wake up facing the violence, for example, without food, without infrastructure, without education, without sanitation, so we have a lot of problem that the people unknown, they don't know, so they do it. That's it, that don't face the reality, and you that's it. That is sad,
Yeah, it's
that
happening.
have, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, but it's important. And have you ever participated of any social initiative? And
Yeah, I have been participating a lot, I'm part of CUFA, Central Únicas das Favelas, and I'm teaching the geology, physical geography, for some students of the public school. I'm trying to, as much as possible.
yeah, and we were talking about what is great about this opportunity to participate of this social initiatives, because we can really face a very different situation and can open up our mind a lot. And
Absolutely.
I really believe it's a very good experience to have, not because of the situation, but because we can open your mind and try to see those people in a different way, right? And you, Marina, what do you think?
Well, um, in my room was so interesting. Well, for me, it's a little difficult to answer about this subject, the questions about this subject, because my English is not really good, but I really a lot of things today and see something in the different way. See the like Elden say, see the reality from different ways. And I like the topic today too because the people who is in the same room speak a lot and a lot of things good too. So I for me it was a little bit difficult, but at the same time I like too much because was the answers that they said was so important for the world like is for me.
Yeah, for me it's difficult as well, but I think it's good when we are like faced into this situation, and we have to try to make us clear, even if it's a difficult topic to talk about. But okay, guys, so thank you for being here today. And I hope you have enjoyed this conversation, and I hope you'll come back. Please answer the feedback, it's very important to us. And let us know if it's been good to have the whole week about the same topic, or if you prefer if we have different topics in the week, and if it everything goes okay. So good evening, everyone.